This topic today is developmental task of later childhood. So later childhood. It spans the age between early childhood and adolescence, approximately ages 6 to 12 years old, and it is also known as primary school age. The children at this stage receive less attention than those of children in infancy or early childhood. It is also known as gang age because at this age the children's major concern is acceptance by their age mates and membership in a gang. It is the troublesome age by which children no longer willing to do what they are told to do. So the stage where it is the stage where the child undergoes many physical, emotional, social and cognitive development. So developmental task. I've already done a detailed video on the topic developmental task. So in short, it is a term coined by chemist and physicist named Robert James Harvinghurst, and it is defined as a task which helps the individual for the successful adjustment in the society, and the individuals who fail in the developmental task will be unhappy as it leads to lack of learning, opportunities and motivation. So developmental task of later childhood. It is 9 points. The first one is learning physical skills necessary for ordinary games. So they learn the physical skills that are necessary for playing games and physical activities that are highly valued in childhood. At this age, the boys will usually take super interest in competing games like cricket, football, etc., where the girls usually prefer indoor games. Team spirit develop in play fields, but there are numerous chances of quarrels also. This is the age where children learn the basic skills necessary for ordinary games. The second one is building wholesome attitude towards oneself and as a growing organism. At this period, they develop habits to care for their body, cleanliness and safety, realistic attitude which includes a sense of physical normality. That is, they wish to be adequate and normal in their physique. At this age, they need to have a healthy and positive attitude towards sex. So the third one is learning to get along with age mates. This period is also known as gang age. At this age, they crave for the acceptance of their age mates. The child asserts in a gang and sometimes become a hero or a leader. At this period, they prefer to be with their friends group rather than with family. They like to have company of their own sex. So the fourth one is learning an appropriate masculine or feminine role. And this period is marked at rather slow or uniform growth. At this period, they learn to be a boy or girl and to act accordingly as expected by the society. They gain maturity in all physical and mental spheres except the domain of sex. But it emerges as a great force only at the end of this stage. This is why this stage is called latency period. It is very normal if a child of as young as 9 became curious about his body, as it is a stage where some of the children attain their puberty. The fifth one is developing fundamental skills in reading, writing and calculating. This is a stage of intellectual development in a child. The child develops the power such as observation, attention, reasoning and abstract thinking. There is a large increase in his knowledge and information to get along in the society. In short, the child learns the 3 R's, that is reading, writing and arithmetic. Sixth one is developing concepts necessary for everyday living. During this period, there is further development in social traits that the child starts to think effectively about ordinary occupational, civic and social matters. The child learns the basic concepts, skills and knowledge necessary for participation in public life. Seventh one is developing conscience, a sense of morality and scale of values. Developing conscience in a child starts from early childhood itself. The child knows to distinguish between right and wrong and to behave accordingly. They develop an inner morality and respect for moral rules which is imposed on the child first by parents. They further develop this moral values from the people around them, especially parents and teachers. Eighth one is establishing personal independence from parents. At this period, the child has become physically independent of his parents but remain emotionally dependent on them. So they try to loosen the shackles of the family ties. They become increasingly independent of their parents and other adults. The last one is developing attitude towards social groups and institutions. In this period, the child prepares to live within his or her society with the necessary skills and habits. They develop social attitude that are basically democratic. They learn this in two ways. The first one is by imitation of people they think as prestige. And the second one is by collecting and comparing the present condition, that is maybe pleasant or unpleasant experiences associated with an object or situation. So likewise, they develop a positive frame of mind towards various social groups and institutions. So why is knowing this important? So if we are aware of the developmental task the child is working on, we can model and teach the skills that will help them to successfully complete the jobs of their age. Also, we can be more patient. That is, many children start to clash with their parents and start doing atrocities at this age. Knowing the developmental task of the child, we can understand that even the nicest child often start to behave in the most awful manner, and bear in mind that this is simply the child's way of expressing their independence and individuality. Also, we will less likely to blame ourselves or the child when the child behave in frustrating yet developmentally appropriate ways. We can affirm our students for participating or mastering their developmental task. How to help them? So most parents struggle with the idea of letting a child of this age do things without supervision. But bear in mind that your child will probably be desperate for a taste of freedom. So many parents and teachers are unprepared for the changes the child will face between the ages of 9 and 12. Don't be surprised if children as young as 9 become curious about their body, as some of the children will begin their puberty. Most children will change schools at the age of 11 or 12, which can be a scary experience as they leave their comfort zone and start to mix with other people who are much older or bigger than they are. Also, try to respect the child friendship to a limit. So as a conclusion, we need to support and encourage our child or student in the most appropriate way at this age so they can successfully achieve their developmental task of the period of later childhood. Thank you.